Hello there, friends. Welcome back to 3 Card Thursday. Brian Noe from BrightBlessingsTarot.com with you for your gluten-free, vitamin-fortified tarot card reading for the weekend to come. Happy to have you with me here. Let's go ahead and turn the camera to the table, and we'll do 3 cards here. One for where we've been, one for where we are, and one for where we're headed. We'll take just a moment here to get our minds quiet and our attention placed appropriately before we begin. Important to do that because energy goes where attention is placed. All right. 3 cards. Here we go. Okay. 8 of Cups. Where we've been. 10 of Pentacles. Where we are. And the Knight of Swords. Where we're headed. So this 8 card, to me, is about, I always think of it as the card of recovery. It's about leaving behind the things that no longer serve us. Sometimes those may have been things that we drew a lot of enjoyment from. Almost looks like he's emerging from the cups here, but to go any further, to move on ahead, we sometimes have to turn our backs on things. So I would say as sort of where we've been, or an immediate past influence, or as a resource that we're bringing into the present moment in the coming days, that card would prompt us to maybe look at things in our lives that we're comfortable with, that maybe seem to be satisfying to us, but we know that there's something more out there, and to maybe think about leaving some of that behind, particularly just pleasures and that sort of thing that may not be truly satisfying. There's an old saying, you can never get enough of what you didn't want in the first place. So the trick is to find the thing that we really want, and sometimes we have to leave something behind that is pacifying in the meantime in order to do that. So I would say that is an influence that is maybe behind us. Maybe we're starting to move on. This character kind of reminds me of the Hermit, and so does this character in the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a complicated card. I always think of it as legacy, and asking the question kind of, what is my legacy? I mean, who are we in this picture? Are we the old man? Are we the young couple? Are we the little child? Are we the little puppies? It looks like a beautiful estate here. And of course, Pentacles are the suit of the material realm, material, financial, physical. And 10s can symbolize completion. We've got, this card came up last week over in this position. We've got the Tree of Life from the Kabbalah here. And that tells a story of the descent of spirit down to a base level, where it then reforms itself, returns to its former state as spirit. So there's something going on right now about legacy, about intergenerational relations and meaning, and about things repeating maybe from one generation to another. Does That's where we are at the present moment. I'd love to hear from you if you are relating to these cards in any way, what you're seeing in them, and also from other readers how you would interpret these in these positions. Okay, where we're headed. It looks like we're going backwards here. The Knight of Swords. Um, so Knights are the cards of action. Swords, the suit of the mind. And uh, I always think of this knight as just charging onward and maybe without a whole lot of, of deliberateness, maybe without a whole lot of reflection. Um, and yet, it could just be that the time is right, strike while the time is right, strike while the iron's hot, they say. Could be that as well, but it's interesting to me that in this case he's facing back here. So when I see this card, I usually ask myself, am I being hasty about something? Or is a spirit of urgency required in the situation? So I would be looking over the next few days maybe at things that um, where we could ask those questions of ourselves. Am I being hasty here? Am I snapping to a decision or judgment or action that isn't well advised? Or, hey, do I need to just get off the dime and get moving here? So those are the sorts of questions that I would ask with this card. But I'm also wondering about what's going on here. We've got this guy moving forward out of these cups. We've got this guy seemingly charging backwards. And at the center here, this card of intergenerational relations and legacy and completions of some sort on the material, physical, financial level. I am guessing that when I look back at these later on, I'll go, oh, that's what that meant. And I think the trick with these cards is to try and figure that out ahead of time, to think, oh, this is what that means, and to give us some guidance and some things to think about as we move forward. For me, it usually happens in hindsight, though, it seems like. But I'd love to hear if any of these resonate with you, or if you have other thoughts about what the story being told is here in these cards. You can comment here on the video, or visit the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com, and there'll be a post up there before too long with this 3-card Thursday. You can comment there, or you can always hit me on my personal Facebook with a message too if you'd like. I hope this finds you well and safe and happy, and we will see you soon. Take care.